If you're currently suffering with lower back pain, but you haven't actually injured yourself, chances are the pain you're feeling is actually being caused by one or more muscles around your hip joint being inactive and not contracting when they should do. This causes one of the other muscles to have to work harder and compensate, and it's this overloading that causes the pain. But by doing these 4 daily exercises, you will massively improve your muscle activation and dramatically reduce the pain you're feeling. For your hip flexors and your quads, there's 3 different variations. For the beginner's version, start by lying on your back with both legs straight. Tense your quads in one leg and then keeping it straight, raise it as high as you can until you can feel the muscles in your thigh and your hips begin to cramp. And then you want to hold this cramping position for as long as you can bear it. Then once you can manage this for 30 seconds with a full range of motion, move on to the intermediate version, which is the same movement, but this time you're going to be sat up with your chest raised and a curve in your lower back. Just make sure you don't lose this upright posture when you lift your leg off the floor. The advanced version uses the same posture again, but this time you need to have your leg out at around 45 degrees. The wider your leg, the more you will feel it in your hips. To activate your hamstrings, start by lying on your front with one leg bent and the heel pointing up towards the ceiling, so you've got a 90-degree bend in your knee. From there, you're going to lift the thigh off the floor as high as you can until you can feel a cramping sensation in the back of your leg from the back of the knee up towards your butt. Hold this position for as long as you can manage, continually pushing the heel up towards the ceiling. Next up is your glutes, so start by lying on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Raise your arms up so you're not tempted to push off the floor, and start the movement by squeezing your bum cheeks to lift the hips up into a bridge position. Now you may feel this in the back of your legs and your hamstrings, which is absolutely fine, but try to mentally focus on squeezing the bum cheeks to engage those glutes whilst you're holding this bridge. And then finally, to activate your abdominals, start by lying on the floor in a normal sit-up position with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Raise your hands about 2 inches off the floor, keeping them straight. You're going to perform a crunching movement, pushing the ribcage up and over towards your belly button, reaching towards your heels with your fingertips. Once you get 3/4 of the way up and the shoulder blades are off the floor, you just hold that position until you can feel your abdominals begin to cramp. Hold this for as long as you can, making sure that you breathe throughout the movement and continually try to mentally squeeze your abdominals. You want to be performing all 4 exercises twice for each leg every single day, and keep repeating them until your lower back pain is gone. Now, depending on how inactive your muscles are, some of you may only need to do them once before your pain disappears, whereas others may need to continue with them for a number of weeks. But if you stay consistent with them, you will see a massive improvement.